told me bust out my AP, perfect timing. Got them baguettes up on my neck, I stay shining. It's never hot around my jewelry, chase a climbing. I went and got that new Maybach, I stayed grinding. They told me bust out my AP, perfect timing. Got them baguettes up on my neck, I stay shining. It's never hot around my jewelry, chase a climbing. I went and got that new Maybach, I stayed grinding. Came
Welcome back, episode 3 of the Players League show with me, Gavin, my boy Rob.
Number 3, let's go.
Let's go. Rob, we're going to start it off with the matchup of the week. You know what it is, right?
I sure do. It's Bo versus Crosby.
Oh, yeah. Crazy matchup. But here's what's crazy about it. Both of these sides have ankle injuries this week. We got CD Lamb questionable with the ankle injury, and then we got Joe Mixon, who has been going off for O.J. Simpson's Bronco. Also with an ankle injury.
He's in a great offense, scoring a lot of touchdowns. But yeah, there's some questions this week with his ankle. There might need some guys that need to step up, like Dameon Pierce. Cam Akers was getting some work in there, so we'll have to see who takes that starting spot if Mixon can't play this week.
Yeah,
so
O.J. Simpson's Broncos.
And Kenneth Walker, too. Kenneth Walker is another one. He might not play either, so Charbonnet may need to step up again.
Yeah, for sure. I love Njigba on Team Shador. I think that guy
love JSN.
Yeah, he's a dark horse for sure in the league. I think he could be a good fantasy player this year.
And that's a pass-heavy offense. He's going to see his touches. He got, 11 catches last game? That's
Geno
absurd.
Smith, 40 attempts last week. That was insane. And then for O.J. Simpson's Bronco, I mean, I love DJ Moore. I think he's a top 5 weapon in the league still. I'm not going to lie.
I mean, Caleb Williams, he's got to get him that ball. I mean, it's a loaded offense. You got DJ Moore. You got Keenan Allen, who's maybe comes back this week. You got Rome Odunze, who's been off to a rocky start. So we'll have to see. He's got to step up.
Yeah, it'd be great if Team Shador could slow down O.J. Simpson's Bronco. Simpson's Broncos off to a hot 2-0 start this year.
He's starting off going 100 miles per hour, like Jordan Addison does on a Friday night.
There you go. Yeah, he's definitely one of the favorites to win it this year. I think, if O.J. Simpson's Broncos team stays fully healthy, they get their average amount of balls thrown to them, average amount of carries. It could be wraps.
Yep.
A lot of crazy games this last week, Rob. One of the best slates I've ever seen in my 23-year life.
Me too.
I'd say 7-year deep NFL guy. My first favorite game of the week was Seahawks versus Pats, and we were just talking about Njigba. I think DK and Njigba are one of the best wide receiver duos in the league. Everyone forgets about Njigba.
They might be.
Yeah.
They might be right now.
Yeah. Everyone forgets about Njigba because of all the other Ohio State greats in the league. It's definitely easy to overlook him, especially after this week's performance by Marvin Harrison Jr. But you can't forget that Njigba was better than Garrett Wilson at Ohio State.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely was.
People forget about that.
Olave, debatably.
Yeah. And also, like I just said, a big game for Geno Smith. Over 40 attempts, over 325 yards. Huge fantasy offense, I think, honestly. Kind of an underrated fantasy offense.
Definitely. I mean, they're 2-0. They're probably going to be 3-0 because I don't see Miami beating them without Tua. I think that offense goes to shit now for the next couple weeks.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
So it'll be interesting. Yep.
Yeah.
I think Seattle should win that game comfortably.
Yeah. And honestly, Seahawks came out with the dub. Pats kind of kept it close. I think the Patriots aren't a full slouch.
No,
they're definitely
a well-coached team.
Year.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Gerard Mayo stepping in. He knows football and he knows how to coach a team. He's been in that organization for 10 plus years. He knows Belichick's ways of coaching, so kind of rubbed off on him a little bit.
Yeah.
And the game went down to the wire. They lost by 3 points to who I think will be a playoff team this year. So
Yeah, I mean, we'll also see they might put Drake May in pretty soon. You never know. I like Jacoby Brissett though. He played tough, took it
He's a
to
veteran.
overtime.
Yeah, I mean he's been in New England before. He's one of the best backups in the league, I think. So
Oh yeah, maybe of all time.
I think so, or I think
Yeah,
that title goes to Nick Foles, but he's
yeah,
definitely a top backup.
yeah. Pats should have a good game against the Jets next week.
Yeah, I think it'll be a low scoring game, but I think the Jets are going to pull that one through at home.
Yeah, yeah. My next game, Rob, Bucks versus Lions. Baker's a boss. I think everyone's
Yeah,
starting to realize that.
I sure do. Yeah, Chris Godwin,
Yeah,
he's the number one fantasy receiver right now.
is he?
Yep,
Wow. Bucks defense is also crazy, insane. Holding a
they stepped
ferocious
up.
Lions defense to only 16 points. Come
16.
on, jeez.
Yep. Amon
Yeah,
Ra had a good game, but other than that, they shut everyone else down.
yeah, yeah. Amon
And
Ra, you can't stop him.
Gibbs got a little bit of the runs, but overall that run game got shut down.
Yeah,
Him and
uh,
Monty couldn't really get it going.
yeah, yeah. Bucks look good, man. Baker has thrown 39 passing touchdowns to just 13 interceptions since becoming a Buccaneer. That's a 3-to-1 ratio. Sounds kind of like one of our pre-games, you know?
It
Three
sure does,
guys,
yeah.
one Tito's bottle.
Yeah. That's right.
Uh, Bucks can easily be 3-0 as they go to Denver this week. You know, Baker was just picked up by Nana this morning, actually, and he dropped Trevor Lawrence. Huge
I think
move
it's
by
a
my
good
favorite
pickup.
TikToker. Yeah,
Trevor
yeah.
Lawrence, hasn't been good at all.
hmm
And Baker's been thriving in that Tampa offense with Godwin
Yeah.
and Evans receiving the balls from him. So
hmm
yeah, I think Baker's going to have a good year.
Yeah. He's in the MVP race with Derek Carr. Let's go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Derek Carr, that Saints offense has been
Yeah, we could talk
spectacular.
about that a little bit too. Alvin Kamara, 44 points.
Yeah. How about Rashid Shaheed?
I know, that was insane. Don't you have
27.
Shaheed?
I sure do. Not in this league, but in
Ah,
other leagues. I actually just traded for
yeah, Derek Carr's just
him.
dropping bombs all of a sudden.
It's like trading for James Harden on the Rockets,
Yeah,
like when he
there
left
you go.
OKC.
hmm
Just like that.
Yeah. Next game for me, this was my favorite game of the week. Bengals versus the Chiefs. Huge. This was a dramatic game for me. I had four starters in the game. I have Kelsey,
Worthy?
Burrow, Worthy, and Jamar Chase, and it's
Yeah,
it's kind of tough seeing what's going on in Cincinnati with Joe Burrow and Jamar.
it
Um,
is. Jamar
it's supposed to be
Chase
something
hasn't been
beautiful. It's
good.
just not, you know.
Nope.
I'm on the fence about it. I don't think Burrow is looking at Jamar enough. But I think
Okay.
Jamar is being way too dramatic about it,
I think so
honestly.
too. All he
Um,
cares about is money at this point, it seems like.
yeah, definitely.
Just shut up and play
Um,
football.
yeah, he's kind of crashing out about it a little bit. If I
hmm
were the Bengals, I don't know if I would resign Chase right now too. I'd maybe do it at the end of the year.
I don't know.
Um,
He's been very inconsistent last couple of years, so
yeah, there's a chance like you could even trade him this year if you want.
I don't think they'll do that. But
I mean,
you never know.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, he crashed out on the field this week.
hmm He did.
But yeah, back to the game. End of the third quarter, Cam Taylor has the best interception I've ever seen on live television. That one-handed
Oh, that was
interception,
crazy.
that was
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah, we'll show that right now. Yeah, the Chiefs just somehow come out with another win, though, Rob, despite that crazy interception.
Yep.
Um,
It's to the refs.
yeah, I mean,
I saw a
honestly,
stat that Mahomes leads the league by a crazy number with interceptions being called back.
really.
It's like he has like 44 or something like that, and Josh Allen's next with like 7. It's an
You,
absurd stat.
I mean, I can't believe it's not getting talked about enough, like rigging what's going on in the games. It's in plain sight.
They favor Mahomes. It's that simple.
Yeah.
Mm.
Um, yeah, I mean, what an absolute great week of football, though. Chiefs come out with the field goal to win it. 12 out
Yep.
of the 16 games were a one possession game.
A
It
lot
was
of
an
upsets
insane
too.
slate. Yeah,
You got
yeah.
the Raiders beating the Ravens. You got the
Vikings
Saints beating
Niners.
Dallas at home. I actually called that one.
Yeah,
You remember me
did
saying
you?
that? Vikings over
Yeah,
Niners. Yep. You all laughed
yeah.
at me. You said
I
Sam
know
Darnold
that was
sucks.
insane. Yeah, Purdy's not living it
Sam
up.
Darnold's the real deal.
All right,
I
I don't
I
know.
think so. I mean, it is 2 games. It could be an overreaction. I do think they
It
lose this week though against
it
Texans.
probably is better than McCarthy right now if McCarthy wasn't hurt.
Yeah,
I would say
definitely.
that. I
Yeah.
mean, it could be a
He also is
blessing
the
in
best
disguise
receiver in
that
football.
he's out for this year. I'm
Yeah.
also not a fan of right now rookies coming in starting as like a first year starter. I kind of like
Like
how it's
Bryce Young.
being I kind of like how it's being set up
They
for
just threw
Drake
him
May
right in
right
there.
now. Yeah.
Well, Jaden Daniels and Caleb Williams got thrown right in there. Jaden Daniels seems like
Jaden
he's
Daniels
thriving.
looks good, but he was
Yeah.
also somebody also had to win that game though, and it was both rookie quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, one or the other we were going to talk about no matter what this week.
Yeah.
Um, that was fun. Great football this week. Can't
It
wait
was.
for Thursday night. I'm pumped.
Strikes on Soler to the fence and strike one. Nothing one to count on
All right, Rob. We have something to deal with in our league. Crosby, Team Shador, attempted the 999 challenge at the Cincinnati Reds versus Braves game, and he made it to 6 innings. Um, we give respect to where his respect is due, or whatever the fuck you have to say.
Mhm.
How you say that? I like that he did it for the league. What are your thoughts on it?
I mean, yeah, I like that he gave it a shot just to show the difficulty of it.
Hmm.
But I mean, yeah, he did underestimate it. Like he said himself, like he could like doing 6 innings was hard. So
Yeah, yeah. Him
I think it's
doing
good punishment.
6 innings, 6 beers, 6 hot dogs. That comes out to 666. Is Team Shador, is that good luck or bad luck? Now knowing that he's a devil worshiper.
I mean, we'll find out. I mean,
Yeah,
it's only week 2. Could
yeah,
go his way, could go the other way.
yeah.
Well,
Maybe
we'll
we'll
have to
find
wait and
out week
see.
six. Week six was
There you
also when
go.
I said DeAndre Swift was going to die from COVID.
That's right. You did say that.
Yeah.
Also, shout out Crosby. Reds were a lock.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah,
So we're
massive
two
lock.
weeks in. We're 2 weeks in now, Rob. We've had two losers um, through our 2 weeks. They've had to put in their drinking videos, right?
Yep.
Um, my favorite one out of the two so far. We'll do this every week to see who our favorite one is.
Okay.
Mine is Nana. Um, I want to give it to Colin, but that was his first time ever drinking beer. Um, so I think he'll do better on the second one. So I think I'll give him
I
the
agree.
second one. Yeah. But right now, I like Nana. The kids were dying in the background. How about you?
I mean, yeah, I agree with you there, but I do like I do like the fact that Colin didn't shotgun, which like
Yeah.
it's a little bit more unique that like everyone always shotguns in their video or something. But hey, maybe he tried
Yeah.
something new, just chugged 2 beers in a row. It's different, but
Maybe I would have given it to him if he tornadoed them.
I'm with you there. Hey, it's
Yeah.
maybe he'll be doing it again in a few weeks. But,
Yeah, it was the first week. We'll get
yeah,
actually to that right now.
yeah.
Um, we have I want you to predict who you think is going to win the championship for our fantasy league this year, and who is going to get dead last. I want you to go first with the champion. Who's your champion?
All right. Well, I mean,
You could have
I
you could have two.
okay. So
Yeah,
one, I'm picking myself.
yeah, I'm going
It's
there too.
non-biased there. Like my team put up the most points last week. I have the Marvin and Kyler stack. They put up the most points in week 2, and they're going to have a strong week 3 again against another
Mm-hmm.
terrible defense. So, and then unfortunately Cooper Kupp got hurt, which stinks. I got Breece Hall. I got Rashad White. He had a rough week, but he'll be fine. Devontae Adams played well.
Yeah.
So we'll just have to see. And then the other team, I'm going to have to go Crosby with that one.
That's a
Actually,
good pick.
Crosby or Limbo. One of those
Okay.
two.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I'm going with Crosby.
Gotcha.
Yep.
I have 2, and then I'm going to include myself. I am 0-2 right now, but I would also like to say I think we will know more about this after this week. I'm facing Syndrome. We're both 0-2 heading into this week against each other.
Big week.
Syndrome, I thought actually halfway through this last Sunday, Syndrome was going to get last place again 2 weeks in a row. I thought he was going to get really good at drinking beers this year, but Nana took that one. So we'll see what happens this week. I love my team, but just the Bengals crash out sucks right now, which is holding me back.
Yep.
My first team, I've been kind of fucking sucking him off this year, so I'm kind of pissed off that I did pick him, was Kamish Fish. I think his team is stacked. Malik Neighbors is one for the fucking books this year, man. I think he's going to have a good year. I think he's
I'm
going
going
to
to
be
say
the
one
best.
thing, though, about Malik Neighbors.
Yeah,
Sorry to interrupt you there.
you're good.
But I think, he had a great game last week, but let's be real. He played the worst defense in the NFL. So, he is probably at his highest right now. But let's see if he can keep it up. Let's hope he proves me wrong. I want him to, but he just played one of the worst defenses in the NFL. So
That's crazy to hear because that's coming from a Giants fan. I also get it because you have Marvin Harrison on your team.
exactly. And with
Yeah.
Daniel Jones throwing you the ball, you can't guarantee it's going to be a home run.
Here's a weapon I want to hear your thoughts about too on Commish Fish's team is Jamison Williams. How do you think his year is going to be?
I think he's going to improve. He's the real number 2 in that offense now. When Amon-Ra has bad games, he's going to be the guy to step up. He showed that in week 1. So I think Jameson will definitely be a solid number 2 this year. Who knows? Maybe he can get 1,000 yards. He's on pace for it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out Bama. Roll Tide.
Yeah, let's go. Roll Tide. And my second team is you, Bobby Nuts. I actually kind of believe that if Breece Hall and Kyler Murray has games like last week, I'm
winning the league.
Let's
It
go.
sucks that Cooper Kupp got hurt. It really does.
Yeah. The thing is, right now, it's hard to tell. Nobody has a tight end that is really doing anything for them. Except
Kincaid
somebody
hasn't
just
done anything.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Somebody just had 44 points as a tight end for somebody's team last week. It wasn't Kamara. Somebody else had 44. I don't even know if anybody started them or not, but maybe I'm tripping balls.
It was a tight end?
Yeah, some tight end had a big number against somebody last week.
Well, likely week 1 had 22.
Yeah.
I think that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, if Marvin, you have Marvin Harrison. I think
He should have another big game.
Yeah, he's locked in number 1 for the Cardinals now.
He is.
And we've all been waiting for Kyler Murray. I think everyone has believed that it wasn't all on Kyler Murray these past couple of years. It was the whole
He's been hurt.
Terrible
line.
Yeah, they've never had weapons, dude. They haven't had weapons since Larry Fitzgerald, so I'm pretty pumped for it. I like this West Coast offense with the Cardinals. Let's go.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I like the Cardinals a lot this year.
Yeah. So that kind of wraps it up for me. Rob, you have anything to say after this week 3 episode?
Going back to who I think the loser's going to be. Honestly, I was definitely going to say Colin.
We totally skipped that. The losers.
Yeah. We totally skipped that.
You go first. My bad. I'm sorry.
So I would have, before these last few days, I would have definitely said Colin, but now that Brandon Ayuk has Debo absent in that offense, having McCaffrey, Brandon Ayuk should explode now. And that should give Colin that boost for extra points because he's been so bad last few weeks, which is why his team's been struggling.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be a race between him and Cars.
Yeah.
That's my personal opinion.
Yeah. I mean, and Carson's team, his whole team rides on Stroud right now, honestly.
Yep.
If
I
Gibbs
mean,
isn't having a if Gibbs doesn't
Cars
have a
did
good
get
game,
unlucky
he's
last
screwed.
week.
Yeah.
Cars did get unlucky against me last week that he had to play me.
Yeah. I
Yeah, I don't know
mean,
if his team's going to do that again. We'll have to see.
yeah. Yeah. We'll see if Jefferson plays this week as well. I mean, that was a minor injury though. He's fine, but he could take a game.
Yeah. Honestly, you got to hope. You got to get the win this week, or else you're going to be in the race.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not chill. Not chill at all. But I'll start panicking after this week. If I don't
Yeah.
beat Colin,
Because Colin could with Ayuk. Ayuk could have a big game now with no Debo, no CMC.
yeah, but
So
he
that could
was
be
also
scary.
supposed to have a good week the first week, and he butterfingered 3 of those
That is
deep
true.
balls. Yeah, so
But
we'll see.
now he's the sole target.
Yeah,
So we'll have to
yeah,
see. And who are they
yeah.
playing again?
Uh,
Oh, they're playing the Rams.
yeah, the
They have one
Rams.
of the worst. Oh, Ayuk's gonna have a great game. I guarantee it. I guarantee Ayuk's gonna pop off. The, if Marvin Harrison could do that against the Rams,
Yeah,
okay, Ayuk could easily have that same game.
I need Baltimore D to lock down the Cowboys.
Yeah.
His deck. So we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Let's check out your matchup. We got Bobby Nuts versus the
The
Naysayers,
naysayers, right?
Lowenstein. Lowenstein.
I think I'm
Someone's gonna bitch at me for not saying the name right, Julian, but who gives a fuck? So, um, yeah, I mean, we've talked about Anthony Richardson all year so far. He was the number 3 quarterback coming in. So
Colts
far,
off to a rocky start.
yeah, so far he's number 8. So, I mean, still a top 10 quarterback. You can't bitch about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll see, dude.
I think Kyler's better, but
Drake London can't have a week like last week either.
that was wild. That ending.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Rob, it's 10:34 in New York right now and 7:34 in California, and it's one of our bedtimes. I will not say whose. Uh, I enjoyed talking with you today. Let's have a fun week of football. Let's go to the Players League, right?
Let's get after it. Let's have a
Let's go.
fun weekend.
Yes, sir. I'll see you next week.
All right. See you next week.